At the moment, it's really important to give your customers every opportunity to book. And in most cases, this means giving them that confidence, knowing that their deposit or prepayments are going to be safe at a time where it's quite likely their plans are going to change. So it isn't just the sort of official book with confidence schemes like the one we've got online. Any sort of assurance you can give to your customers is going to be great. You will notice that a lot of brands have been doing this over the last few months, particularly airlines, travel companies. And the best way to look at it as a business is think about what you would want to know in order to make that booking with you. So it might be that you need to give couples the reassurance that their deposit is going into a client account where it's going to be completely protected if anything happens to your business. It may be that you are giving assurances that if they need to cancel or postpone, that they're only going to lose a certain amount or they're not going to lose anything at all. What we very much advocate is the idea of it being a completely penalty-free postponement, but perhaps some implications if they decide to completely cancel, because the idea is very much at the moment they should be able to make that commitment that they're going to get married. It's just really hard to know when that might be. So what we have noticed is there is a massive difference between the number of inquiries people are getting if they have got at the moment on their listing our big pink book with confidence flash across there. It seems to be these businesses that are really inspiring confidence. I guess that what couples are looking at is there's no harm in going ahead with their booking with these businesses at the moment. When you're choosing what to do for your guarantee, make sure that it's not putting your business at any financial risk. So you'll notice in our wording, we talk very much about just the deposit, not the prepayments. And generally, businesses, as soon as they're getting to a point where they need that commitment, they're then asking for the prepayments. So this just covers the deposit. It might be that you then hold the booking for a month, 2 months, however long it is, and it's at the point at which they will need to be making the prepayment, so that next payment, that they'll have to make a decision as to whether or not they're going to go ahead or not. That also means that it won't block dates out if you can have that prepayment coming in at the appropriate point. So think about what's going to work for you. We, for example, online, we do a 3-month money-back guarantee, and as part of that, if anyone claims on that because they've not got the results they had hoped for from their advertising, we actually give them an extra 3 months absolutely free of charge. And the reason for that is that we know that during that period, the chances are that they'll then be getting those results if they had just originally booked their advertising during a very quiet time of year. Adding those 3 months on will mean they get the results and they'll then continue. So think in the same way with any guarantees that you're giving. Try and make sure that you factor into it something that's going to really help that couple stick with you and stay with you for that long-term booking. And finally, remember that this is about instilling confidence in couples at a really difficult time, and while there is that uncertainty, there's no reason to be doing this long term. This is not meant to be a long-term strategy, although you may decide to keep it as a long-term strategy. This is very much about allowing that flexibility to help couples book during COVID. I hope that's helpful.